Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
It's time for Minotauros Hockey on the Toros Network, AM 1390 KRRZ, and HockeyTV.com. Toros Hockey is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance pregame show with Ken.
This no music warm-up is awful. Yeah.
Hi, Toros fans. I'm Colby Enns. When the Toros get on the bus, the first stop is always at Applebee's. Whether it's Jamestown, Fargo, or Grand Forks, the Toros always get a good meal. The boys like Applebee's so much we eat at the Minot location, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Whoa, what was that?
That's the sound of someone getting one of America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Hey, there's mine.
Tired of waiting for your tax refund? Let the professionals at Liberty Tax help you discover America's fastest refunds. Find us at libertytax.com or call 866-871-1040 today to find a location near you. That's 866-871-1040. Liberty Tax Service, where we put the fun
and the speed
back into doing your taxes. America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Stop here first for all of your fall needs and save big at Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch thrift stores. Get everything for fall, including decorations and Halloween costumes. Shop now for the best selection. You can also find the best deals on home goods, books, accessories, and furniture. Local stores, local mission. Located at 1206 South Broadway Street in Minot.
Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch. Drop, shop, and save.
Captain's Cove Seafood Restaurant invites you in for your favorite seafood as well as steak, chicken, and lots of great burgers and sandwiches. The Cove has fish and chips, crab, shrimp, and all-you-can-eat meals. Captain's Cove, where fishing is made easy. 1735 South Broadway in Minot.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up.
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Charles Forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your local farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love Firehouse Subs. Take their meatball sub, for example. It's loaded wall-to-wall with Italian meatballs and a zesty marinara with melted provolone on a toasted roll. And when I say take their meatball sub, I mean it. Grab a medium meatball sub combo to go right now, just $6. But don't forget, the reason Firehouse Subs is driven to make the best subs anywhere is simple. The more subs you enjoy, the more they're able to help save lives because a portion of every purchase goes towards first responders in our communities.
The Firehouse Sub Meatball Sub Combo. Medium meatball sub, your choice of chips and a 22-ounce drink. Get it hot and ready in our to-go box, now just $6 for a limited time only. Order online now at FirehouseSubs.com. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit FirehouseSubs.com.
I guess I don't have to tell you that I've been unsatisfied with your performance lately. You're showing your age. I think I even see a bald spot. It's time for Tires Plus.
Tires Plus has the prescription to satisfy all your vehicle needs, from tires to repair. Stop settling for average performance. Trust your locally owned Tires Plus. Some common side effects may occur, such as family safety, feelings of happiness, strange smiles that last all day, free courtesy rides, and raccoon hands. Actually, that's not real. I was just checking to see if you're listening. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
The Job Connection brought to you by Classic Hits 1390 KRRZ.
Coulter Energy is hiring day supervisors, night operators, and field assistants. Must be able to pass a drug and alcohol test along with a physical. Must be able to work away from home in extended hours. Coulter Energy offers competitive wages, including drive time wage and non-taxable per diem, and benefits. Send resume to jobs at coulterenergy.ca or online at coulterenergy.com. Coulter Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
For info about this job and others, head to ClassicHits1390.com.
Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you. The foot and ankle specialists at Trinity Health can help with both surgical and non-surgical solutions. So, patients who suffer from foot and ankle-related issues can say, So long, heel pain. Catch you later, corns. Hasta la vista, hammer toes. Relieve pain now and help prevent future discomfort. Diagnosis and treatment is available today. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
It's time for Minotauros Hockey on the Toros Network, AM 1390 KRRZ, and HockeyTV.com. Toros Hockey is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Gooseneck Implement, Mattress Firm, Liberty Tax, and Coulter Energy. Now let's go live to the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show with Ken Oda.
Hello and welcome inside the Schwann Super Rink in Blaine, Minnesota. We're on sheet number 1, the Coon Rapids Arena, as the Minotauros get ready to open up their central title defense against the Northeast Generals. It's been a while since we've got to talk, though shorter than ever before, because the Toros were in the national title game just 4 months ago, right here in Blaine, Minnesota, just down the road at Fogarty Arena, after a stunning comeback win in the semifinal round, defeating the Fairbanks Ice Dogs 2-1, including one of the wildest third periods of hockey I've seen at any level, followed by an OT winner by Andre Pavel. The Toros fell just 2 goals shy of their ultimate goal. Of course, now a new group. The task turns to proving that last year wasn't a fluke, that this group will continue the standard set by last year's team. I guess if there's one positive to losing in the title game, it's that with 12 veterans from the playoff roster back, this group is still hungry. And they've shown it during a strong preseason. 4-1-0 in the preseason were the Toros. Their only loss coming the first game of the preseason against Bismarck, a team who had been in training camp for over a week longer than the Toros at that point. And since then, the Toros have been rolling. A 5-3 win over Bismarck, a 5-1 win over the Estevan Bruins, and unofficial wins over the Fargo Force in a group of scrimmages last weekend. Of course, those formats weren't real games, so not real wins. But we turn our attention now to this year's team. As I mentioned, a lot of familiar faces. Top line tonight will be Fritz Belisle, Taylor Lance, and Keenan Lund, all key contributors to last year's club. David Reisenen, Andrew Kangas, Austin Koss, and Ryan Green all draw in as well up front. Lincoln Earn, Connor McGinnis, and Spencer Kimball all show up on the back end. And then in net for the Toros is Nick Grabko. He was the regular season hero for the Toros last season after dismissing backup goaltender Jack Roble for a violation of team rules while Samu Lankala was out with pneumonia. The Toros turned to the young Nick Grabko, who came in. He played 8 games for the Toros down the stretch, posted a .214 goals against average and a .933 save percentage as the Toros went on to roll and went from on the outside looking into the playoffs to in the playoffs, and we've already covered how that went. There's also several new faces in Minot as well, though not all of the names will be unfamiliar. Up front, Kevin Ness, a former Bismarck Bobcat who went back to play U18 last year after playing for Bismarck 2 seasons ago. He'll be drawing into the lineup, as will Brennan Coet. Coet played for the Minnesota Wilderness last year, posted 42 games, I believe, for the Wilderness, did Coet. So the Toros adding some new faces, but veteran faces, and of course a host of exciting rookies. A couple of Swedes, Wilmer Skog and Diedrich Hedbrandt. They'll be on the second line with David Reisenen, who had an excellent showcase for the Toros last year. We'll get into all of that and more after a short commercial break. We'll hear from the Toros head coach Marty Murray as we get ready for season number 8 in the Magic City. We'll be back after these messages here on the Minotauros Network, AM 1390 KRZ and HockeyTV.com.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line to that marathon, It's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ledegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All in one place. You can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Power up your career with Gooseneck Implement, inviting you to join our team at any one of our 13 John Deere dealerships in North and South Dakota. Gooseneck is now hiring for all positions, especially technicians. At Gooseneck Implement, we take pride in our family culture and our commitment to always reinvesting in our employees and our hometowns. To apply for a great job and invest in your future, visit gooseneckimplement.com. Proud to be your John Deere dealer. Gooseneck Implement, the power behind the paint.
Oh, welcome back inside the Schwann Super Rink here in Blaine, Minnesota. 8 sheets of ice under one roof and hockey heaven for the next 4 days. Toros open up the showcase, a showcase which they won 2 seasons ago with the Northeast Generals. Apologize to the Generals fans tuning in. I will do my best not to rile you up too much, but I am, after all, on the Minotauros payroll. As I mentioned before the break, had a chance to talk to head coach Marty Murray, put a cap on last season, and get ready for this one. We will let you give that a listen now.
Here with Toros head coach Marty Murray. Marty, before we turn our attention to today, haven't really had a chance to talk on the air about the way last season wrapped up. Now that you've had the summer to reflect, overall, how do you feel just coming up just that little bit short?
Well, you feel real good about what we accomplished. It always stings to be that close and not quite finish the job, but it honestly feels like yesterday that we were in the rink, and I still remember everything about that day in the final. And so, a lot of good memories. I was proud of what we accomplished last year, and now we've raised the bar for this year and excited to get the season started.
You mentioned raising the bar for this year. How much pressure is there on this group to prove that last year wasn't a fluke, that this is the new standard for the program?
Well, there's a lot of new bodies here, so I think that it's just a game-by-game thing. I think there's a lot of guys playing their first junior hockey game tonight, and so there's going to be some nerves, but we feel good about the way we performed in the preseason. We played against a very good Fargo team, and I thought we handled ourselves pretty well, so hopefully we have some confidence coming into the game tonight. And we don't know a lot about the opposition, but so tonight will be about us. A lot of the things, the finer details that we talked about in preseason.
A couple of years ago, we were the showcase champions. We had a very veteran group coming back. 13 guys on this team who were big parts of last year's team. So do you expect similar success here at the showcase this year?
Well, we have a tough schedule. If you look on paper, we play against some pretty good teams. So anything can happen. One day you can look unbelievable in this showcase, and the next day it's not so good. But, we feel good about our group. We feel good about our guys that have been here and kind of been through the trenches, played on the biggest stage you can at our level. So I think that should help. And we just got to go out there and do our thing. We've done a lot of talking here in the preseason, a lot of repetitions on what we need to do. Now we got to go and execute it.
Yeah, there's a lot of familiar names, but there's a handful of new names as well. Who are some of the new guys that Toros fans might be excited about here to see tonight?
I think we have a good crop of first-year guys. I think Gellerman's been impressive. He has an uncanny resemblance to Alex Adams out on the ice, so I think Toro fans will probably recognize that. Even the way he skates, he takes the puck to the net hard. He's been good. I think we just got Kyle Lisiak from the USHL. He played 2 years experience up in Canada, so I think he could be a player to help us out offensively. Some guys that really compliment too. Your Kevin Ness, who's played a year in Bismarck, and big body, got a strong face-off guy, penalty kill guy. On the back end, Nick Strom's been real good in camp, and of course our goaltending. I thought all 3 guys performed well in the preseason. They all deserve to be here. We're going with Nick Grabko, the Toros fans will remember from last year. Helped us get into the playoffs.
All right, I'll let you go get ready. Thanks.
Thanks, Ken.
Once again, that's Toros head coach Marty Murray. And the summer passing has certainly taken some of the sting off of the loss on May 14th, at least for the staff. For the players, I think it was one of the first things they all talked about when they got back to town. And I know it's made for a very hungry group of Toros. They'll be out. It is awkwardly quiet in here. They are not playing music during the downtimes, and you don't notice just how quiet a rink is until they really shut down the music. It is just weird in here. But that's my problem, not yours. You will get to hear me for the rest of the night after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
Hi, this is Dave Pankow from First International Bank and Trust. I'd like to wish all the local athletes good luck in the upcoming sports season. We want to thank all the coaches who give of their time, help mentor our students through their example of leadership, sportsmanship, character, and determination. Have a great season. From your family at First International Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Live first.
Daniel the deer danced everywhere. He pranced through fields and jigged through rivers. Then he saw it. What a stage! A place no deer had dared dance before. The hood of a brand new car. My car! And the car was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Deer Dance Floor, December 1st, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Whoa, what was that?
That's the sound of someone getting one of America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Hey, there's mine.
Tired of waiting for your tax refund? Let the professionals at Liberty Tax help you discover America's fastest refunds. Find us at libertytax.com or call 866-871-1040 today to find a location near you. That's 866-871-1040. Liberty Tax Service, where we put the fun
and the speed
back into doing your taxes. America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri. I love Firehouse Subs because you can feed your whole crew and help your community thanks to Firehouse Subs Catering. If you're planning a tailgate, an office holiday party, or anything in between, Firehouse Subs has crowd-pleasing platters starting at just $5 per person. They'll even deliver to you. And of course, you'll be helping your community because a portion of every purchase at Firehouse Subs goes towards helping first responders in our communities. The more subs folks enjoy, the more Firehouse Subs is able to help save lives.
Firehouse Subs Catering. Choose from sub, salad, or dessert platters for your next group gathering. Platters start at just $5 a person. Visit FirehouseSubs.com to find a location near you. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit FirehouseSubs.com.
You're gonna love buying from Ryan.
Hi, this is Carson Wentz. While we have a couple seconds, I'd like to tell you why I'm a fan of Ryan Family Dealerships. They know the only way to win someone's respect, to earn their business, is by meeting and exceeding their expectations. That's why I buy my vehicles here. Whether it's sales, parts, or service, you can be sure they'll go the extra mile for you. Take it from me, you're going to love buying from Ryan.
Welcome back inside the Schwann Super Rink. Farmers Union pregame show out of the way. We're almost ready to go. here between the Minotauros and the Northeast Generals. No staff changes on the coaching staff for the Toros. Marty Murray still flanked by Wyatt Wasilonchuk and Shane Wagner. There is one new face behind the bench, though, and that's trainer Kevin Melby, provided by Trinity Health. Toros excited to continue their partnership with Trinity, especially with the development of the new training room at the Mesa Arena. That will be an awesome feature for the players who no longer have to go to a gym off-site to train. Take a look at the starting goaltending matchup first. In net for the Northeast Generals is David Fezeden. Fezeden, a name that might sound familiar to Toro fans. He played 5 games in Bismarck in the 15-16 season. He was then traded. I'm sorry, not traded. He just ended up with the Northeast Generals the next season. He played 33 games that year and then 35 games last year, 15-7 and 2 record with a .912 save percentage and a .318 goals against average. In net for the Toros, Nicholas Grabko. We went over his numbers with the Toros in the pregame show. 8 games, 214 goals against average, and a .933 save percentage late in the season for the Toros last year. And before joining the Toros in March, he played for the Chicago Fury U18 in the Tier 1 Elite League. There he posted a .247 goals against average and a .928 save percentage in 18 games for the Fury. Not sure if they're going to do a national anthem or not this evening. In past years, they have done one at the start of the day and done that in the past. I'm sorry, they usually do it in the morning and that's it. And it looks like they are not going to do a national anthem this evening. They said technical difficulties. That could be why we're not having music either. Starting up front for the Toros, Henbrandt, Skoog, and Reisenen in front of Strom and Earn. Grabko, as I mentioned, in net. Toros will be working from left to right on your radio dial or computer monitor, depending on how you are tuning into the Minotauros network. Toros wearing the road cardinal red sweaters, red socks, red buckets, and gloves, black trim and breezers for the Toros, the Gens, in their home white with the orange and navy trim. Banked up along the near side, but taken over by Bogan. He'll look across to the far side. It's played there and sent into the Toro zone for icing by Joseph Nagel. So it took just 14 seconds to get our first whistle of the season, and it is an icing call. Icings are brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. Skoog on the draw for the Toros again against Budin. He wins it back, does Skoog to Earn. Earn tries a shot. It's blocked. It caroms to the side of the net. Skoog plays the body there. It's tied up in behind. Banked to the far side. Gathered in and played ahead by Jaworski. Jaworski hoists one over Strom. Centering feed broken up by a sliding Lincoln Earn. Follow-up try. Shot. And it's in right off the hop. The Gens put the Toros in a hole. It took just 33 seconds for the Gens and Jaworski to score. The net was off. Grabko, as he went side to side, net was off. As Grabko went side to side, he kicked it off, and that is where the puck beat him. I don't know if they're going to let this goal stand. Marty Murray talking with referee Heidemann. Not sure if they gave us the officials for the evening. Well, I know they haven't given them to the press box. Let's see if they're listed on the score sheet. The goal will stand, and the Toros are already in a 1-0 hole. Sam Heidemann is the referee. Tony Aronson and Nick Biondic are the linesmen. Draw back to center after the goal. Lance line out. Marshall wins the draw back instead. Gens control in their own zone. Banked ahead along the near side wall. Skinner battles. It pokes free. Belisle chops that out of midair. Belisle looks to turn, gets help from Skinner, who pokes it to the red line, and it's dumped right back in by Parker. Out of his net to stop it is Grabko. He leaves for McGinnis. The Air Force commit, starts up the far side and leaves ahead for Belisle. Belisle touches in the middle for Lance. Lance into the zone. Niftali. No! They'll say he was offside. Otherwise, he had set up Lund for what would have been the equalizer. 19:06 left to play here in period number 1. We are interactive here on the Minotauros Network. I always say we, but I'm up here working alone. You can tweet at the team at Minotauros Hockey, MINOTAUROHOCKEY, or you can tweet at me personally at Ken_Oda. That's KEN_ODA. You can also email me, Coda, at MinotaurosHockey.com. D to D for the Toros in their own zone. It's dropped back for McGinnis. He starts right up the center. Again, gains the red line and the blue, carries deep. Connor McGinnis turns in the corner, blows a tire. They'll dig along the end boards. Keenan Lund steps in, squeezes through a pair of defenders, and then leaves for McGinnis. McGinnis from the dot, looking for a shot through traffic. Nice save there by Fesden. Takes a big whack with the goal paddle at Belisle as well. Meanwhile, the puck back out to neutral, quickly ahead for Lund. Lund has no help as the rest of his line mates are changing. Gaudette will start up the middle. Gaudette dumps it in on net where it's stopped by Grabko. He leaves for Coet. Coet comes to Skinner on the near side. Skinner chops ahead. It'll be taken there by Kangas, now wearing number 9. He was 22 last year. Tries a shot. That goes wide. Gellerman gives chase. The puck is into the near corner for White. White flicks to the far side. That missed Higgins, and they'll battle for it on the far wall. Puck squirts free, and it's chipped to the near side. Coet pinches down the wall. Coet plays off to the far side. Broken up there by Olesiak. Far side, Kangas. Kangas for the Toros has it taken away. Turnover, carried in behind. It's gathered there by Kaczynski. Taken away by the Toros, and Gellerman looks up ice. He misses Olesiak. They'll try to chase it down, but instead it's gathered in the corner by Higgins. Higgins will send it down the ice, and this will go for another Minot's finest collision center icing. Easy for me to say. Several Toro fans checking in. We've got the Van Holmes and the Kemmets in the Van Hove basement. The Lawrences, the Hyatt clan, and Sam Smith at Sarge's Sports Bar. The Mock family is tuned in. The Meckleys as well. I believe I saw Miranda Schuler as I was scrolling through the tweets as well. 17:24 left to go here in period number 1. Toros trail 1-0. Draw to the right. Controlled by Bogan and the Gens. Thrown around to the near side for White. White works it along the wall. Big hit by Austin Koss, and the puck squirts out to neutral ice, but taken over there by the Toros. Ern looks across for Larson. Larson up ice, finds Ness. Kevin Ness with a move at the line puts Koss in offside. 17:06 left to go in period number 1 of a choppy starting first period here in game 1 of 60. Ness on the draw for the Toros, but it's won back instead by Swanson. Flipped into the far corner about 3 feet over the glass for yet another whistle. 16:58 left to go in period number 1. There's Miranda Schuler checking in on Twitter. Draw controlled by the Toros. Ness won it back, and it's D to D to Ern. Ern looks across to the far side. Koss will play it back to Parker. Top of the far circle in his own zone. Comes across to the near dot. And Ern, whose pass ahead was tipped at the red line by Ness to negate the icing. Ness leaves for Koss. Koss gives back to Ness. Spins it back to the near point and Ern. Lincoln Ern throws one wide of the cage. Koss should be the first to this. He hustles over and is. Tries the reverse hit, does Koss, and now they'll scrum for it along the wall. Ness steps in as well. Some big bodies for the Toros on this line. Ryan Green, the third member of it. It's Strom walking in from the point, tries a shot. It's deflected to the near side half wall. Skinner thought about pinching down. Toros have no defenseman back, and now it's a race the other way. Fortunately, Skoog, a forward coming on a change, is able to play across. Strom comes for Green. Green works it ahead for Skoog. Skoog into the zone, has it poked off his stick. Skoog, top of the near circle, tries a shot. It's gloved and held by Fesden for a whistle. 960 seconds left to go here in period number 1. 16 minutes on the nose for the math challenged. Skoog and Boudon on the draw. Eventually controlled by Boudon. Moves around to the far side. Jaworski touches for Boudon. A nifty play along the wall. Starts Boudon out with speed. Gains the line. Drops one. Long shot save made. No rebound given as Grabko gobbled it up with the blocker. Pinned it to his body on his blocker side. 15:46 left to go here in the first. Toros still trail by 1. Both teams, every team here at the showcase, allowed to dress an extra player to account for the 4 games in 4 days. This is pushed ahead McGinnis. The Toros opted for a 7th defenseman, the Gens for a 13th forward. Pass ahead, touched in by Henbrandt. It ends up on net. Stopped there by Fesden. He leaves along to the near side of Higgins. Higgins starts up the near wall. Carries over the red and the blue into the Toro zone. Higgins trying to play it into the middle. It's blocked away by Grabko. Gens still control. Boudon, far side, trying to turn out of the corner. He'll leave to the near side. Jaworski back to Boudon. Boudon back in front. Good defense there by Couette. Puck along to the near side. Stepping in is Henbrandt. Henbrandt eludes a hit to play that out to neutral ice. Thrown around to the far wall. McGinnis holds the hash marks in his own zone. Comes across to Couette. Couette gains the red line and dumps it deep. Fesden out of his net to stop. Chased after by Belisle. It's thrown along to the near side. Gaudette touches ahead. Marshall niftily picks it up. Stepped into by Larson was Pison. Far side. At the hash marks, Lance takes over, retreats behind his own cage, drops it back for Spencer Kimball. Kimball, a Toro that I think is worth keeping an eye on. Good pass ahead for Lund. He has Lance going to the net. The pass hits a skate and pops up high in the air. Belisle turns with it, banks back in behind. Lund trying to turn back the way he came and jam it for Lance. Lance using his body to protect. He's hog-tied there by Nagel. They dig along the wall. 3-on-2, and eventually the extra man for the Gens pays off. He digs it off and plays ahead to Pison on the far side. 3-on-2 for the Gens. 13:58 as they hit the line. Pass across. That hits a skate and then hits the post. Awkward play there. And the Toros get some puck luck. This is Larson in his own zone ahead for Taylor Lance. Lance can't find that. And he lost his stick as well. Ahead, near side. Gaudette taps it deep into the Toro zone. Delayed call coming. It's going to be a trip, and I believe it will be on Lance, and that's why he lost his stick. It is. So Taylor Lance will go to the penalty box. And the Toros will go to the kill for the first time on the season. Kim Grabko checking in. Glad to have the Grabkos aboard from not far from my home, some Illinois residents. This is Nagel to the far side. Koss scurries over to the far side. That did leave the zone, and a whistle will go for offside. 1:45 left on the power play. 13:21 left here in period number 1. The Toros trail by 1 and have a big kill here. You don't want to fall in a 2-0 hole in the first period of the season. Or really ever. I can't think of any time where a coach would say, yeah, we'll go down 2. This is Bogan. Ahead. Back for Bogan. Looks across. They set it up on the far side now. Good hit by Lincoln Earn. Can he clear the puck? Another big hit by Earn, and now he sends it all the way down. Earn just ragdolling Matthew Rudigliano, whose name I probably just treated much like Earn treated him. To the near side, Skinner will punch it back down to the zone. It comes out in front, and awkward Karam off the end wall, and the Toros almost got a lucky goal. Near side, Ness takes it away, flips it ahead. This is Kangas. Kangas working short-handed, chips it in behind. He'll get bumped off along the wall, and the puck squirts to the near side, dropped back, and starting up the ice is Higgins. Higgins cuts to the middle. Ness plays up on him. Now Boudon on his backhand. Shot save made. Rebound loose. Hacked at. Grabko gets across. It's still loose. It squirts out of the pile. Turnaround try. That goes wide, and now Grabko's lost his paddles, able to regain. But the puck's still in the zone. Good work by Skinner. Pokes it out to neutral ice. Boudon takes over there. Touches ahead for Marshall. Taken away by the Toros. McGinnis finds Ness, who touches it all the way down. 22 ticks left on the man advantage. 11:57 left to go in period number 1. Toros still trail by 1. Far side, touched into the zone. Grabko out of his net finds this. He'll bank to the far side, but it's not out. Touch back to the point. Boudon works it down the wall on the far side. Kimball's the first to this. Kimball has it taken away by a trio of generals. Toros come full strength. Gaudette on the far side as Lance rejoins play. Plays down below the goal line. Back up to the point. Long shot coming. Tip kicked away by Grabko. Rebound to the near side. 11:26 left in the first. Toros have successfully killed it off, trailing 1-0. Puck comes along the near side. It will stay in play. Gaudette has it at the red line. Gaudette forced to turn back by pressure from Lance. Lance continues to pressure. It's glass and out. That got over Coet, and it will go for a Minot's finest collision center icing. Bakovins and Langlius is, I'm not sure how to pluralize that, but they're checking in from Minot as well. Draw controlled by the Toros. Larson looks up top. Earns, shatters his stick, and the puck comes to the far side. Gellerman working down low. That pops up and out of play for a whistle. Lilly and Will Connor checking in from Minot. And the draw comes out to neutral. Kangas on the draw. Kicked back and controlled by the Generals. Bogan on the near side. Carries over his own blue, gains the red, and then flips one on net that's gloved and held by Grabko. Draw will be back in the Toro zone. 645 seconds left to go here in period number 1. So quick shot off the draw. That's blocked by Gellerman. Up and out of play. Those of you new to the Toro Twitter party, be sure to tag your tweets with the hashtag #JoinTheCharge so other Toro fans can find them. Nice hands by Gellerman. Digs that out and starts up along the near wall. Gellerman gains the line, tries to center. That was blocked off before it ever got to Kangas, and the Generals take over in their own zone. They'll try the far side, back across for White. He touches, but it's gathered in instead by Cohen, who drops for Bogan. Long shot, stick save by Grabko. He put it off the far glass. Touched ahead by Elisiak. It comes across for Bogan. Bogan delays, drops down low for White. White out of the corner for Cohen. Quick shot, it's in from a tough angle. An even niftier pass by White, and suddenly it's 2-0. The Lakefields have joined the party at the Van Hoves. Hopefully the additional guests will mean some additional luck for the Toros, who are trailing by 2, 10 minutes into this one. Pass across finds Hedbrandt. Diedrich Hedbrandt delays, tries to cut in, shot off the mask of Fesden, and the rebound carries into the near corner. Scoob finds, leaves for Rysanen. Rysanen working out of the corner, banks back to the point in Skinner. Skinner tries a shot through traffic, that's blocked out front. Far side, it'll be taken up ice by Jaworski. Jaworski comes across, Boudon sweeps it into the zone, and Grabko out of his net will play. Grabko comes across, Skinner couldn't hold it, and the shot on is gobbled up by Grabko. A palindrome on the clock, our first of the season. It comes with 9:39 to play here in period number 1. Draw to the right of Grabko. Banks sideways. Koss trying to corral. He's lost his stick. Puck comes back to him, but he hadn't regained. Green was there. He plays ahead for Ness. Ness can't dangle through traffic. He works the puck into the corner. Green is taken off of it there. It pops up high in the air. Gaudette has it. Toro's working to get it back. Green can't hold the line as he gains possession. Gets help from Ness. That looked to be a high stick. Toros catch a break. It's played deep into the zone. Green chases after. Higgins waves to the near side. Swept along to the near wall. Gaudette can't hold it. It comes right back to him. Puck ping-ponging around. And eventually, it kicks all the way back into the Toro zone. One of these days, I'll get that right and say pinball on the first try. This is ahead for Green. He touches, but he was well short of center, and that will go for Minot's finest collision center icing. 8:55 to go here in period number 1, and the Toros still trail by a pair. Draw comes to the right of Grabko. And features Turry and Lance. 11 beats 10 in the Toros' control. McGinnis leaves to the near side. Off the glass towards the point. Green can't clear. Turry gloves down to the stick. Dumps it down in the corner. Again, the Gens try to throw that to the short side in front. This time it's shut down by the Toros' defense. Green hacks at it. He can't clear again. Coet takes it away. He plays off to the far side and Koss. Koss looks ahead for Lance, but it's gloved down instead by Cam Gaudette. Near side. So a pair of Gaudettes on the Generals. Apologize for not clarifying that sooner. This is Belisle. Belisle banks back to the point and Kimball. Kimball's shot is blocked by McCaney. At the red line, it's picked up by Turry. He was short of center when he spun that into the zone, and it goes for another Minot's finest collision center icing. 8 minutes exactly on the clock here in period number 1. The Toros trail by 2. Draw is to the left of Fesden. Lance and Cone to take it. One back by Lance. Kimball holds, gives down the wall. Belisle quickly to Lund. Lund shot kicked away at the last moment by Fesden. Another shot goes wide. Comes to the side of the net. Shot, it's in. Lance gets the Toros on the board with 7:49 left to play in period number 1. So the Toros find some offense off of the icing. And it comes in the form of Taylor Lance. In behind the net. Near side, they dig along the wall. Lance had just 4 goals last season. This is thrown ahead on the far side. Gellerman will save the icing. Keeps it moving along to the near side. Kangas misses it as it falls off the ledge. And the Gens start up ice. White flicks it into the zone. It gets through Earn, but not Strom. So weird to see number 4 on the ice for the Toros and not have it be Nolan Sawchuk. Saw, of course, starting his freshman year at UMass Lowell. This is a cross for Gellerman and won't go far enough for icing. Higgins picks it off anyways and plays the far side. Alesiak's there. He keeps it onside for a moment, but then turns it over, and the Gens go the other way. Higgins hits the brakes as he crosses the line, looks in the middle. That hits Gellerman's stick. Caroms to the far side, and Skoog trying to squeeze through a check, banks that ahead. Alesiak gains the red line. He knows he's all alone, so he'll just flip it deep, and the Toros can complete their change. Skoog up on the pressure, but it's held back by Higgins in the near corner. Higgins flicks ahead. That's touched at the red line by Jaworski. Caroms deep into the Toro zone. McGinnis is there first. McGinnis to the far side, trying to spin off pressure. Lost the handle, gets help from Skinner. Skinner gives it back to McGinnis, who chops along the far wall, and Risanen across, missed Henbrandt, who can't gather and gain the line, so the Toros will have to circle back. Henbrandt out of his own zone this time. Cuts through, gains the line, comes across for Skoog. Shot save made, rebound covered quickly by Fesden. 5:59 left to go here in period number 1. Toros trail 2-1. Ness on the draw against Marshall. Ness wins it back. Skinner had to wait for it to stop bouncing, and now he tries a shot that's blocked, and it's a race the other way. Grabko out of his net is able to clear, and now it's touched ahead. Green couldn't settle it down, or he and Koss may have had it 2-on-1. McGinnis chops that ahead, misses the intended Koss, and the Generals flip it into the Toros zone. Back on it is Skinner. 5:36 left to go in period number 1 as they dig along the near wall. Ness and Green for the Toros. Controlled and played ahead by Green. McGinnis behind his own net. Banks across to the near side. Skinner looks up ice. It was tipped, but it found Koss anyways. Koss banks one into the zone, and a hungry Hippo style cover for Fesden, as that one fooled him again. That's twice Fesden has left his net to go behind to play it, only to have it bounce back towards the front of the net. .507 left. A quick shot by Lance is blocked into the corner. He leaves it in behind. Lund looks out front. It didn't find anyone. Eventually, Kimball tries a shot that's partially blocked and bounces wide of the cage. Lund is tied up. Lance is there. Lance plays back to the point. Across for Coet. Coet banks it down into the corner for Lund. Lund misses it. Giving chase is Lance. Belisle lurking near the scrum as well, but it's gathered in and played to the near side. Bogan. Lund breaks that up. Coet wisely backs off instead of trying the dangerous pinch. Turry goes the other way and chips it into the Toro zone. Kimball spun off the puck there. Bogan on the near side. It squirts past him, and now Lund in a foot race. You're not going to find many guys who can skate with him. Lund, shot, save made, rebound in behind. This is Earn with a step up. That frees up the puck. No, able to hold on was McCaney, and it bounces towards the cage where it's covered. Hungry Hippo style by Grabko. 4:12 left to go in period number 1. Toros trail the Generals by a score of 2-1. Grabko having a discussion with Sam Heineman, our referee. Draw controlled. Quick shot by White. That's blocked off by traffic. Carried ahead by Gellerman. Gellerman gains the line. Higgins steps into him. It rolls deep. Kangas with a big hit along the wall, and he wins the battle. Kangas looks back to the point and Earn. Earn from the high slot. Shot just off the tip of the glove of Fesden. He got just enough to keep that out. Banked back to the point. Larson instead goes back to Elisiak, but it's poked off his stick, and the Toros will have to retreat and retrieve. Ahead, Kangas. Kangas turns. Plays over to the far side. Gellerman gains the line. Banks in for Kangas. Quick shot. It's in! Kangas chops one on goal, and the Toros have tied it up with 3:31. How about that? A fluky goal to be sure. Not unlike the first for the Gens, and the Toros have tied this one 16 minutes and 29 seconds in. The Toros have plenty of comeback in them. If you were paying attention last year, they led the league in third period comebacks. 9 games the Toros won. Oh, no, quick shot off the rush, and it's in. Gradigliano found a loose puck in the circle and beat Grabko to make it 3-2 with 3:15. So just 16 seconds after the Toros tie it, the Gens respond. Toros control off the draw. Henbrandt trying to pull his way into the zone. It's poked down low. Reisner with a big hit. Skoog is there, but he can't find the handle and hold the line. Gets help from Henbrandt, who plays it back to McGinnis. McGinnis to the far side. Comes ahead for Risenden, who tips it into the zone. Henbrandt gives chase, but it's played instead by Cam Gaudette. Far side, big hit by McGinnis. Puck dumped down in the corner. Henbrandt gives chase against Cam Gaudette. They cancel along the wall. Henbrandt finds it. He can't work it across for Skoog. And the Gens come out. Flip to the far side, Jaworski. He's stood up by Kimball, who gets help from Skoog, and Skoog starts the other way. Skoog zigzagging through the neutral zone. Now he leaves off for Henbrandt. Henbrandt banks back to Skoog. Skoog can't find anyone in the middle, and it's banked out to neutral ice. Kimball. Kimball for Larson. Larson to the red line. Looks to flip it into the zone. This one will roll on net. Fesden touches over, and the Gen will start up. Nice passing through neutral ice. Finds Marshall. Marshall works on Ness. The long reach of Ness denies him, but it's back for Gaudette. Shot blocked off in behind. They work to the far corner. Long shot blocked by Koss, and then it's flicked down into the near corner. Koss trying to chase it down on the near side now. Leaves along the wall. Green, his shot's blocked. Green trying to work it free. He does, but the Toros can't hold the line. Koss circling with it in neutral ice. Austin Koss comes across for Green. Green delays, tries to change the angle. The shot is blocked anyways. Good idea. Just faulty execution there for the veteran forward. Delayed call coming. It's on the Generals, and the Toros will go to the power play with 84 seconds left to go in period number 1. Toros power play looked very good in preseason. It'll be 4 forwards and Connor McGinnis. Lance, Belial, Risenen, and Lund. Boudon will be on for the draw. Lance wins it. Belial touches back up top. McGinnis looks to the far side. Lund walks in. Lund, far circle, drops below the goal line. Risenen comes right back to Lund at the hash marks. Looks to play into the middle. It's tipped, but McGinnis will keep it. McGinnis comes across for Belial. Back up top for McGinnis. 1:09 left in the period. Belial from the top of the circle. Shot, save made, and Lund couldn't find the rebound as it was shoulder high. Toros keep it, however, as they fight to get it back. This is Lund. Plays down for Lance. Lance, nifty moves along the wall to keep possession. Lance plays back to the point, and McGinnis. McGinnis leaves back off for Lund. Lund into the middle, quickly touched back by Lance for McGinnis. Shot in and out of the glove. Risenen may have gotten a tip on that. Belial back up top for McGinnis. Gives back to Belial near side. He mishandles. He'll have to chase it down in the corner. Belial wins the battle by using his body to protect. Belial up top for McGinnis. Right back to Belial. Looks across for Lund. He couldn't catch it cleanly. And now a pass tipped. It's a race the other way, short-handed. It's going to be Boudon, short-handed, and Grabko up to the task with 20.8 left to go in period number 1, and the Toros already trailing. .20 seconds left to go here in the first stanza. The Toros trail 3-2. Skoog wins the draw back for Strom. Toros have just 17 seconds, need to rush up ice. This is Earn. Earn looks back in the middle for Strom, who mishandles. Now just 10 seconds. Strom into the zone, leaves off far side. Skoog drops back for Gellerman. 5 seconds as Gellerman hits the brakes. Looks up top. They need to shoot. Flipped on net, but nope, blocked up and over. And the horn sounds to end the period. We are through 20 minutes of hockey. Still 59 games and 2 periods to go in the season. We'll come back and recap this first one for you after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
Hi, Toros fans. I'm Colby Enns. When the Toros get on the bus, the first stop is always at Applebee's. Whether it's Jamestown, Fargo, or Grand Forks, the Toros always get a good meal. The boys like Applebee's so much we eat at the Minot location, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Whoa,
What was that?
That's the sound of someone getting one of America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Hey, there's mine.
Tired of waiting for your tax refund? Let the professionals at Liberty Tax help you discover America's fastest refunds. Find us at libertytax.com or call 866-871-1040 today to find a location near you. That's 866-871-1040. Liberty Tax Service, where we put the fun
and the speed
back into doing your taxes. America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Stop here first for all of your fall needs and save big at Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch thrift stores. Get everything for fall, including decorations and Halloween costumes. Shop now for the best selection. You can also find the best deals on home goods, books, accessories, and furniture. Local stores, local mission. Located at 1206 South Broadway Street in Minot.
Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch. Drop, shop, and save.
Captain's Cove Seafood Restaurant invites you in for your favorite seafood as well as steak, chicken, and lots of great burgers and sandwiches. The Cove has fish and chips, crab, shrimp, and all-you-can-eat meals. Captain's Cove, where fishing is made easy. 1735 South Broadway in Minot.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Welcome back inside the Schwann Super Rink here in Blaine, Minnesota. You've got the Gooseneck Implement intermission report. Toros trail by a score of 3-2, 20 minutes into the season. Some positives, some negatives, and plenty to work on as the season progresses. But as we learned last year, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. As I started to say before the Gents scored their third of the game, the Toros, more than any other team last year, were the king of the comeback. 9 times in the regular season and a few more times in the playoffs, the Toros trailed games entering the third period and won in either regulation or overtime. So, with 13 players from last year's squad back, we know they have plenty of comeback in them. So no need to panic just yet. Let's recap the scoring for you in that first period, and there is plenty to take a look at. John Jaworski from Louis Boudon at 33 seconds of the first scored the first goal of the year against the Toros. Made it 1-0 Northeast. At 9:48 of the first, Alex Cohn from Brendan White and Ryan Bogan made it 2-0 Northeast. Halfway through. Just a few minutes later, at 12:11, Taylor Lance from Parker Larson got the Toros on the board. Lance, obviously his first this season, and Larson his first point as a Toro. The Toros then tied it 4 minutes later at 16:29. Andrew Kangas from Matthew Gellerman and Sam Hansen. That made it 2-2 at 16:29. Not Hansen. That is Alisiak. They've got the wrong number 12 in. Sam Hansen no longer with the team. For Kangas, his first of the season comes after he had 5 for the Toros last year. 46 games for Andrew Kangas, 5 goals and 10 helpers last year. But just 16 seconds later, it was Matthew Rigliano from Boudon who got his second assist of the game to make it 3-2 in favor of Northeast. The Toros still on the power play for 36 seconds. That carry over on the late penalty on the Generals. The Toros 1 for 1 on the Century Eyewear penalty kill. Let's take a look around the rest of the North American Hockey League today. Games started as early as, I believe, 10:30 a.m. The Minnesota Magicians, 3-0 over the Aberdeen Wings. The Bobcats, they beat Kenai 4-2. Johnstown 4-1 over the Wilderness, so the Toros getting some help from outside of the division. It took overtime, but the Topeka Pilots, formerly the Roadrunners, knocked off the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights 4-3 at a shootout. Shreveport over the Ice Dogs 4-3. Janesville 2-1 over Lone Star, that all final as well. Austin on this sheet just before us, they beat Odessa 4-3. New Jersey 4-3 over Corpus, so 4-3, a fairly common score today. The Toros wouldn't mind putting up 2 and winning by that margin as well. The Jamestown Rebels, tomorrow's opponent for the Toros, they beat Chippewa 3-2. And in action in the first period, just underway, the Maryland Black Bears and the Springfield Junior Blues are scoreless and getting underway in about 19 minutes. The Amarillo Bulls and the Brookings Blizzard. Again, no music here in the arena, and it is very, very different. In an era where now even youth games typically have something going over the PA system. But now just the soothing sound of the Zamboni as it does its laps and resurfaces the arena. A great job by the Schwann Super Rink ice crew. It can't be easy to maintain the ice this week with 4 sheets of ice getting junior games from basically 10 in the morning until 10 at night. So 12 hours of high-level hockey. And the job gets harder starting tomorrow when the NAPHL comes in. I believe the Tier 1 Elite League as well will be here at some point this weekend. So lots of high-end hockey. And once the rest of the leagues get here, the hockey starts, I believe, at 7 in the morning, and it goes until midnight on all 8 sheets. So a great job by the Schwann Super Rink ice crew to keep the ice playable. We will take a break and come back with the start of the second period after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up!
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love Firehouse Subs. Take their meatball sub, for example. It's loaded wall-to-wall with Italian meatballs and a zesty marinara with melted provolone on a toasted roll. And when I say take their meatball sub, I mean it. Grab a medium meatball sub combo to go right now, just $6. But don't forget, the reason Firehouse Subs is driven to make the best subs anywhere is simple. The more subs you enjoy, the more they're able to help save lives because a portion of every purchase goes towards first responders in our communities.
The Firehouse Sub Meatball Sub Combo. Medium meatball sub, your choice of chips, and a 22-ounce drink. Get it hot and ready in our to-go box, now just $6 for a limited time only. Order online now at firehousesubs.com. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit firehousesubs.com.
I guess I don't have to tell you that I've been unsatisfied with your performance lately. You're showing your age. I think I even see a bald spot. It's time for Tires Plus.
Tires Plus has the prescription to satisfy all your vehicle needs, from tires to repair. Stop settling for average performance. Trust your locally owned Tires Plus. Some common side effects may occur, such as family safety, feelings of happiness, strange smiles that last all day, free courtesy rides, and raccoon hands. Actually, that's not real. I was just checking to see if you're listening. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
The Job Connection brought to you by Classic Hits 1390 KRRZ.
Coulter Energy is hiring day supervisors, night operators, and field assistants. Must be able to pass a drug and alcohol test along with a physical. Must be able to work away from home in extended hours. Coulter Energy offers competitive wages, including drive time wage and non-taxable per diem, and benefits. Send resume to jobs@coulterenergy.ca or online at coulterenergy.com. Coulter Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
For info about this job and others, head to ClassicHits1390.com.
Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you. The foot and ankle specialists at Trinity Health can help with both surgical and non-surgical solutions. So, patients who suffer from foot and ankle related issues can say, "So long, heel pain. Catch you later, corns. Hasta la vista, hammer toes." Relieve pain now and help prevent future discomfort. Diagnosis and treatment is available today. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line of that marathon, it's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ladegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All in one place. You can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town, arrange a meeting for up to 30 people, and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Power up your career with Gooseneck Implement, inviting you to join our team at any one of our 13 John Deere dealerships in North and South Dakota. Gooseneck is now hiring for all positions, especially technicians. At Gooseneck Implement, we take pride in our family culture and our commitment to always reinvesting in our employees and our hometowns. To apply for a great job and invest in your future, visit gooseneckimplement.com. Proud to be your John Deere dealer. Gooseneck Implement, the power behind the paint.
Welcome back inside the Schwann Super Rink. Thank you to Jamie Hyatt, Toro Superfan, for being my tech support during that intermission. Apparently some sound issues on the hockey TV side. All squared away now. Toros will now be working from right to left on your radio dial or computer monitor, depending on how you are tuned in to the Minotauros network. Kangas wins the draw back. Toros still on the power play for 30 seconds as Lisiak gains the line, but it's dumped in on net where Grabko stops and flips to the near side. Karam off the wall, touched and left for Strom. Strom carries over the red and the blue to the far side. Strom hits the brakes of the half wall, plays in for Lisiak. Shot, follow try, it's in! Kangas with his second of the game, and the Toros have tied it up. That one comes on the power play. And it evens the game up 22 seconds in to the second period. Shout out to Benjamin Lingenfelter checking in with Eric Carbo at the Bravo Missile Alert Facility. I assume somewhere in the North Dakota Prairie. That pass hits McGinnis in the skate. The Toros clean it up, and starting up ice is Skinner. Skinner plays to the far side in Lund. Lund chips it in. He'll chase down into the corner. Played around to the near side. McGinnis gets it up, but he played it deep. Lance quickly for Lund, tries to come out front. And the net has come free for a whistle. 19:05 left to go here in period number 2. Toros and Generals tied at 3. Draw will be to the right of Fesden. Flipped out of the zone. And back on it is Skinner, back behind his own net. Skinner delays, tries the far side, plays ahead for Lance. Lance finds Belisle, who touches for Lund, right back to Belisle. Belisle leaves for Lance, who can't pull the trigger. A good stick there by Bogan. Lund takes it away behind the net, delays, looks up top for Kimball. Shot. And the Generals' net comes off, and the Generals won't be allowed to change. As Sam Heidemann rules, that net was knocked off by the Generals themselves. Draw will be to the right of Fesden. Skoog to take it against Boudon. Skoog wins it back. Kimball at the near point. They'll say Skoog kicked that. The Generals won't be allowed to change, as that is still being treated like an icing on the loose net. Discussion between the Zebras. And the draw will be to the right of Fesden once again. Rysanen chops it forward, looks to chase it down behind the net. Rysanen using his big body, but it's played off to the far side and hoisted down the ice. Will this be a Minot's finest collision center icing? It will not be, for some bizarre reason. And we'll start up ice on the near side. Rysanen against Parker. Rysanen forced around behind, looking for Couette, but the pass was off the mark, and Kimball will have to retreat and retrieve. Kimball banks ahead to the near side. That missed Rysanen and almost found Henbrandt, but it was cut off nicely by Cam Gaudette. Dumped in behind the net for Parker. Parker comes to the near side, broken up by Rysanen. Loose puck eventually found and played to the far side, and Brady Gaudette. Brady Gaudette put down hard by Larson, and now Henbrandt will race after this. Henbrandt, the first Toro in history to wear the number 13. Not the first to wear 33. Quick shot, that goes up and over Grabko, and it ends up on the apron. It's pinned there by Lincoln. No, they free it up. Marshall looks to spin it to the front. It's blocked by the paddle of Grabko, side of the net. Skoog plays up the wall, comes right back down to him. Ern steps in, gets help from Skoog. Skoog spinning, is able to work that ahead to the blue line, but not out. Flipped down into the corner. Lincoln earns the first to this. Ern pokes at it, but it's gathered in by Marshall. Plays around behind. Comes to the side of the net. The pass is off the mark, and Henbrandt finds it and wisely relieves pressure by chipping out to neutral. D to D. This comes across for Parker. Down into the near side. Koss ahead for Ness. Ness gains the line. Ness centering. That's Koss who got tied up, and Cohen takes over. Cohen leaves along to the near side, and Higgins ahead for White. White gets hit hard by Skinner. Ness bumped off the puck. It's flipped along to the near side. Koss is a man lined up. He pins Higgins to the wall. Strom pinching down the wall. Keeps alive with help from Ness. Down into the corner for Koss. Koss trying to work it to the front for Green, who's taken down. And a Hungry Hippo style cover leads to a whistle.
His brother coaches Oakland.
16-16 here on the clock.
Yeah, coaches at Oakland. You met Rob saying to you. Rob? Different one? No? That's the only I know.
Controlled off the draw. Skinner, long shot, tip, rebound, loose in front. The Gens find it.
I think, yeah.
Far side. It rolls along. Skinner wins the battle. Pokes ahead. He wanted Alisiak, but it's taken back. Legliano into the corner. He and Skinner will joust. They roll to the far side. Back to the near corner. Kangas looking to go the other way. Far side bouncing puck. It's eventually controlled by the Gens, who come to the near side. Nice touch play, starts them the other way. This is Swanson. Swanson rolls it deep into the zone. Couette looks to give to Lance. It's turned over, but then given right back. McGinnis gets hauled down. Toros want a call. None forthcoming. Couette tries the far side. Flip ahead for Belisle. He can't settle the bouncing puck. He will chase it down in the corner. Play off to the far side. Lund. Lund tries a shot blocker save. Some heat on that shot from Lund. Near corner. Big collision. McGinnis pinches down the wall, and the puck is out to neutral. Toros bench still wondering why they didn't get that call moments ago. Meanwhile, Lance in. Delays. Shot blocked into the corner. Lance is the first to it. Flicks around to the far side. Spencer Kimball down the wall. Kimball just plays it deep for Belisle. Belisle using his body to protect. Now he has to work against a trio of Generals. And that goes poorly for him. This is ahead. Flipped into the zone by Makiochi. Meanwhile, ahead for Reisman. Parker ties him up. It's gathered in. Good play at the blue line by Kimball to free that up. Banked ahead for Reisman. Reisman carries over the red, but then lost the handle. Cohn gathers there. He'll try the far side. Kimball's got Brady Gaudette lined up, who just gives the puck up into the Toro zone. Parker Larson around to the near side. Parker plays down the wall for the Generals. Bouncing puck in the middle. Cohn shot blocked, and that caught the rafters for a whistle. 13:41 left to go here in period number 2. The Toros and the Generals are even at threes. Draw will be to the left, I would think. Yes, the left of Grabko. White and Skoog. Generals bench boss Joe Lovell having a discussion with Sam Heidemann. Quick shot off the draw. That goes wide. Rebound to the far side. Of course, we in Toros country are used to watching opposing coaches have discussions with the official. Usually they're a lot more animated than that. This is White. Down the wall, Ern takes it away. He plays ahead, but it hit a stray stick. Yard sale out there. All kinds of twigs laying on the ice. Eventually the puck squirts free. Does anyone have a stick left to play it? They do. It's the Gens. Quick shot. That goes up and over. Caught the glass. Parker from the point plays down the wall for White. White can't get there. Lincoln Ern does. Ern plays ahead to the far side. It bounces right back to him. Ern ahead for Reisman. Reisman with a nifty touch, but he can't quite beat the defender. Big collision on the far wall. Swept into the zone by Reisman, and the Toros are mid-change. Long stretch pass. That missed the intended target. Grabko started to come out, so that negated the icing. And now a quick jam shot at the side of the net. Stopped by Grabko. It comes out front. Kick to the stick. Kicked away by Grabko, and now Grabko, hungry Hippo style to cover it. 12:37 left to go here in period number 2. Toros and Generals even at threes. Draw will be to the right of Grabco. Ness. But it's won back by the Generals and controlled by Rowland. He plays in behind. Skinner leaves into the near corner. Koss ties a man up along the wall. McGinnis can't gather in. Boudon is the one causing the trouble for the Generals. McGinnis ahead for Koss. Koss can't jam and go. And now they'll dig along the wall. Jaworski ahead for Boudon. Boudon has a lane to the net. Grabco overplays it. Pass in front. Toros McGinnis finds it, and he leaves off to the far side. Banked ahead out to neutral ice. Swept right back into the zone. Grabco out of his net will stop. Grabco leaves for McGinnis. Connor McGinnis gets spun down behind the net. Gets help from Koss, though. Koss plays for McGinnis. Near side. McGinnis gets stood up. Rough shift for Ginn. Higgins from the point. Shot blocked out front by Ness. Touches to the near side and Koss. Koss in for Ness. Ness leaves. Koss can't get there. Green finds it, but he's tied up by a pair, and now the Generals go the other way. Quick shot gobbled up by Grabco. No rebound given. 684 seconds left to go here in period number 3. Toros and Generals are even. 3-3. Draw to the right of Grabco. Kangas, who has a pair, will take it against Cohen. Cohen wins it back with help from his winger. Shot coming from the point. It's in. Post and in for Ryan Bogan. .4-3 the score. Shades of the third period of game 3 between the Toros and Fairbanks. We saw a couple of those, one each way. Draw will be to the left of Fesden. 11:09 left to go here in period number 2. Toros trail once again. Draw one back. Kimball banks it down into the corner. It won't get to Gellerman. Coet played the body and the puck rolls down the ice. They'll say no icing, so Grabco out to stop. Kimball left it behind the net. Kangas there to get it. Kangas banks ahead. Elisiak looking up ice. That's blocked off. Coet pinned along the wall. Kimball turns it over. Gets it back, does Kimball. And again, he lost the handle. This is Cohn. Cohn looks across. Shot coming, blocked by Gellerman. Kangas can't find it. It was in his skates. Had no idea. Now a long shot, tipped just wide. Kimball banks across the far side. Coet looks up ice. It'll be Elisiak. Elisiak in. Shot save made. Rebound put wide by a crashing Kangas. That would have been his hat trick goal. This one carried ahead. As we're going end to end, a good stick by Parker Larson frees that up. McCaney into the middle, broken up. Earn for Larson. Back for Earn at his own blue line. He missed his intended target, and that will go for in Minot's finest collision center icing. 9:51 left to go here in period number 2 in the Toros. Trail once again. Kangas wins it back. Lost it back. Boudon, but now Kangas takes it away. Gellerman flips ahead. This one out of the reach of Kangas. Kangas bowls his way into the zone anyways. Can he find it along the wall? Kangas trying to dig it out of the skates. He doesn't get any help there, and the Generals take over, but the Toros can change after the icing. Near side, flicked ahead. Strom can't control. Jaworski does. Jaworski shot, save made. No rebound given by Grabco. 9:22 left to go here in period number 2. Toros trail 4-3. Draw to the right of Grabco. Lance and Marshall. Skinner plays over to the far side, out of the reach of Lund. Chip down low. Generals coming out from behind the net with it. It's Marshall, plays up top Higgins. Higgins back down the wall. Side of the net. It actually caroms all the way to the far wall where Lund touches for Lance. Lance into the middle finds Belisle. Belisle carries into the zone, hits the brakes in the near circle. Now we'll look to work a cycle. Strom leaves for Lund, throws in front from a tough angle. That ended up being a shot on goal. Meanwhile, the Generals go the other way. Poked at by Skinner. Now would it definitely be offside. It appeared to be the first time. So they cycle back, and Nagel will ring this in deep. Grabco out of his net, stops it for Strom. Strom pats it to the far side. It'll be controlled there by Skinner, who rings it back around to the near side, and Strom. He has it hop on him, and now Strom will just punt. Back on it is Bogan. Bogan from his own zone. Fires one up. It's tipped into the zone by Kochinsky. And now in behind, Skinner. Comes out front, bouncing puck. Skoog couldn't find it. Grabco does. And now some pushing and shoving as Strom got dumped on top of his own goaltender. 8:09 left to go here in period number 2. The Toros trail 4-3. Skoog and Cone on the draw to the right of Grabco. Cone wins it back, but it splits the D. Henbrandt hustling. Bogan gets there and plays across to Nagel. Quickly thrown up the near wall. They'll say it was tipped, so no icing. Another awkward carom off that end wall. And now it's thrown the other way. This again is no icing, so Bogan will play. It wouldn't have gone far enough anyways. Henbrandt pressures, but it's thrown around to the near side of Nagel. Nagel sets up shot behind his own net. And a controlled breakout begins for the Generals. Long toss ahead. Awkward carom. Couette will retreat and retrieve. He'll leave on the near side for McGinnis. McGinnis for Rysinen. Right back to McGinnis. Again, delays. Now he looks up ice and finds Skoog. Skoog into the zone. Changes the angle, but a shot into the glove of Fesden. 7:28 left to go in period number 2. Toros still trail by 1. Shots on goal thus far. 18-15 in the first. They haven't posted any shots to the total this period down in the score box, so we'll have to wait, I assume, until intermission to get updated numbers. That one rolls on net, where Grabco covers for yet another whistle with 7:14 left to go in period number 2. Draw to the left of Grabco. One back. This is Parker. Shot blocked out front. Follow-up try is in. As Kimball was out-muscled by Ridigliano. And now it's 5-3. As now Ben Garrity comes on into the zone. This is Parker. Plays across. Shot blocked out front. Follow-up try. That one sent up ice. Taken away. Now left. Turi finds it. Shot. Save made. Garrity no. Rebound given. A tough test for the 2000 goaltender. 2000 birth year goaltender with 6:45 left to go in the second. Comes on cold, and the Toros give up a shot from the slot. Boy, oh boy. For Rosemont High last year, Garrity, 24 games, a .944 save percentage, and a .141 goals against average. for Team Southeast in the Elite League. 14 games at 392. There's a shot by Lund. Follow-up try as Fesden gets run over by his own guy. And now the net is off. A 392 goals against, averaging an 886 save percentage for Team Southeast last year for Garrity. So now all 21 Toros who dressed for this game have made an appearance on the ice. 6.5 minutes left. Fesden checking on his gear. Lance to take the draw. Wins it back. Strom pokes down the wall. Lund is pinned there. Lance steps in to find it. Kicked along the wall. Lance trying to come off the wall, but he's blocked off. And now the Gens come the other way. This is Turi. Turi into the middle, picked off by Belial. Belial can't beat a pair of Gens, and they'll take back over. Along the near wall, it'll be taken over by Cam Gaudette. Gaudette leaves back for Higgins. Higgins was short of center when he sent that in. They'll wave off icing anyways. Lincoln Earn will retreat and retrieve for the Toros, and he'll start up ice. Earn carries ahead along the far side. Now he plays in the middle. That's picked off by Higgins. He plays ahead. A big hit by Strom on Brady Gaudette. Meanwhile, Earn behind his own cage getting harassed. We'll try to play it back in behind. Strom steps in and plays the body. Earn steps in as well. They dig there. 3 Toros against a pair of Generals, and Skoog, the third Toro in, is able to find the puck. He starts up the near side wall, gets cut off. It's thrown in the middle. Lund finds it. Lund ships out to neutral. And Higgins trying to catch the Toros in a change, plays ahead. Reisenen gloves down to the stick and banks ahead for Skoog. Skoog into the zone, tries to pass it around a man to himself. Now Skoog can't get a pass out front from behind. He had McGinnis crashing down. Skoog tackled along the near wall, and the puck's ahead. Carried up ice by Pison. Looks across. Shot save made by Garrity. No. Rebound given. 5:03 left to go in period number 2, and the Toros trail by a pair. Draw to the right of Garrity. In behind for Skinner. Skinner into the middle and Ness. Ness banks ahead for Koss. Koss is tied up. Skinner's there, but instead it's Cone. Cone in, tries a drag move, stopped by McGinnis. Throwing up the middle, no one there but Nagel. Nagel from the blue line tries a shot blocked out front by Ness. Toros look shaken right now. Near side, McGinnis pokes along and carries ahead. Now he looks up ice and finds Green. Green gains the line on the far side. Green shot. Puck is in behind, and Austin Koss falls on it. That got through. If Koss finds it, he had the whole net to tuck it into. Chipped into the zone. Garrity out of his net to stop. Leaves it there. No one plays it for the Toros. This is going to create another headache. Olesiak on the near side lost the handle. Boudon can't find it. Poked ahead on out of the zone at least by Kangas, but Parker dumps it right back in. Coet on the far side tries to keep it moving. Played down the wall. Coet again in behind his own net. Gets help from Kangas. Plays the far side. Green. Green tied up there. Chip to the near side and Kimball. Kimball leaves behind. No one back there for the Toros. So it's a turnover. Bouncing puck comes out front. No one can settle it down. It was head high for Olesiak. He's able to chase it down. His pass hits Kangas in the back. Jaworski and Kangas battle, and Jaworski wins it. Plays to the far side. Big hit by Coet. And the puck is chipped ahead. Dumped deep into the Toro zone. Garrity looks to leave it. And it's an offside call with 3:12 left to go in period number 2. Has not been a good period for the Toros. Draw one back. Lance Lost it to the Generals, and they'll come to the near side. Parker ahead for Turi. Taken away. Belial chips up ice for Lance. Lance gains the line. Throws back to Earn. Earn right down Broadway shot. It's in. So, Lincoln Earn off a beautiful feed from Taylor Lance pulls the Toros back within one with 2:54 to play here in the second. Earn had 4 in the regular season last year for the Toros, none in the playoffs.
Score for your Minotauros with 2 minutes 54 seconds remaining in the second.
This is Marshall, looks across, dumped down low. Skinner bumped off the puck. Lance digging. Lance wins the battle. Comes across for Belial. Belial with speed gains the line, looks into the middle. It never got through to Lund. Played ahead. 3-on-1 now. They look across, touch back. Good defense. And now they continue to hack at the side of the net. Lance comes in and plays the body. 2:17 left to go in period number 2. And Garrity stands strong on the doorstep. .50-50 draw. Eventually controlled by the Gens. Nagel, long shot. Garrity fights it off through traffic. It comes back to him at the side of the net, and he's able to cover. Hungry Hippo style. 126 seconds left to go in period number 2. 5-4 our score in favor of the Generals. Toros control off the draw. McGinnis banks ahead. This is Skoog. Skoog carries over the line, plays in the middle for Gellerman. He's tied up, loose puck, Rysanen delays, comes back to McGinnis, again delays, now his shot's blocked. Pass ahead to the far side. Coet wisely gets on his horse to get back. Drag move doesn't go, and now Garrity gets run over by his own man. Meanwhile, they dig for the puck in the corner. Coet plays the body. Skoog finds it. Skoog starts up ice, plays off to the big side, the big far side for Gellerman. Gellerman gets it back from Rysanen, tries to delay and plays it back to an open point, and the Toros are going to have to regroup in neutral. 1-2-3 showing on the game clock as Larson goes D-to-D in his own zone with Kimball. Kimball wanted to go up ice, now he flubs it. Ness able to kick to the stick, but he can't clear, and the Generals are back in business. Banked right back out to neutral ice, and this is Nagel who rings it deep. Garrity out, stops it, and this is Kimball. Kimball banks ahead for Gellerman. Gellerman turns that one over. That pass was way off the mark. Back on it is Kimball. Kimball gives to Larson. Larson into the middle, finds Ness. Ness flips down into the corner. Fesden out of his net, plays off to the far side. Ness. Ness looks in the middle. Larson, his shots make that Green. His shot's blocked. Green trying to walk off the wall with it, can't fight through a hook. Ness back down the wall for Green. 32 seconds as Green tries a shot from a tough angle. That's held by Fesden for a whistle. 30.1 left to go here in period number 2. Toros trail 5-4. Draw to the right of Fesden. A pair of 9s, Kangas and Marshall. Comes sideways and chipped all the way down, but good hustle will save icing. That was great work by Pisen. Far side, Earn finds it, 15 seconds. Earn carries ahead, gains the red, plays in the middle. He wanted Henbrandt. That pass was off the mark. Lysiak frees it up. Henbrandt running out of time, trying to work it to the front. He can't. 3 seconds, and the horn will sound to end the period. Off a turnaround try, that would have counted had it gone in off the leg of Roland, but instead it caromed into the corner. Well, We're through 2 periods. Not much has happened. We'll try and talk about it anyways during the intermission report. First, a commercial break. You're listening to the Minotauros Network, AM 1390 KRZ and HockeyTV.com.
Hi, this is Dave Panko from First International Bank and Trust. I'd like to wish all the local athletes good luck in the upcoming sports season. We want to thank all the coaches who give of their time, help mentor our students through their example of leadership, sportsmanship, character, and determination. Have a great season. From your family at First International Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Live first.
What was that?
That's the sound of someone getting one of America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Hey, there's mine.
Tired of waiting for your tax refund? Let the professionals at Liberty Tax help you discover America's fastest refunds. Find us at libertytax.com or call 866-871-1040 today to find a location near you. That's 866-871-1040. Liberty Tax Service, where we put the fun
and the speed
back into doing your taxes. America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Hi, Toros fans. I'm Austin Koss. When the Toros get on the bus, the first stop is always at Applebee's. Whether it's Jamestown, Fargo, or Grand Forks, the Toros always get a good meal. The boys like Applebee's so much we eat it at the Minot location too. Thanks to Applebee's. When we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri. I love Firehouse Subs because you can feed your whole crew and help your community thanks to Firehouse Subs Catering. If you're planning a tailgate, an office holiday party, or anything in between, Firehouse Subs has crowd-pleasing platters starting at just $5 per person. They'll even deliver to you. And of course, you'll be helping your community because a portion of every purchase at Firehouse Subs goes towards helping first responders in our communities. The more subs folks enjoy, the more Firehouse Subs is able to help save lives.
Firehouse Subs Catering. Choose from sub, salad, or dessert platters for your next group gathering. Platters start at just $5 a person. Visit FirehouseSubs.com to find a location near you. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit FirehouseSubs.com.
You're gonna love buying from Ryan.
Hi, this is Carson Wentz. While we have a couple seconds, I'd like to tell you why I'm a fan of Ryan Family Dealerships. They know the only way to win someone's respect, to earn their business, is by meeting and exceeding their expectations. That's why I buy my vehicles here. Whether it's sales, parts, or service, you can be sure they'll go the extra mile for you. Take it from me, you're going to love buying from Ryan.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health. Reinventing health.
Welcome back inside the Schwann Super Rink here in Blaine, Minnesota. Toros trail by a score of 5-4. Before we get into all the math, joining me now for intermission, Toros assistant GM Chris Lonke. Chris, way too early to draw conclusions on this group, on really even an individual player, but You know, one thing that I see carrying over from last year that I do like is that when trailing, this team doesn't give up.
Yeah, I would say that. They almost woke them up there a little bit late in the period. That's a big goal. Obviously we learned real quick early in the year you got to face-offs. Really, I mean, the difference in that period is 2 offensive zone face-offs lost clean, and there's goals off them.
You know, I think right now probably there's no one who knows more about the new faces on this team than you. I talked a little bit about it with Marty before the game, but who are some of the new Toros this season that fans should be excited about? I mean, the obvious answer is probably all of them.
Well, I'll just start from the most important place, and that's the net on out. Obviously, we got to learn about Mr. Grabko last year. He'll be a key cog this year. I mean, tonight is just a switch of momentum. Obviously, those 2 goals off face-offs aren't his fault. You try to switch momentum, but that gives us a chance to look at Ben Garrity, who arguably was the best high school senior goalie in Minnesota last year, or one of the top 2-3. There's no doubt. He's going to be nice. On the back end, Nick Strom, I think, is a player that's going to get a lot of attention in this league as a rookie, for sure.
A lot of pressure wearing that number 4 for the Toros.
No, it's interesting. I talked to one college coach that might know the old number 4. I said, there's a new number 4 you might like a couple of years from now too. So up there, and then we got a good group of forwards coming in with Gellerman and a couple others there too. With we'll see more of OC when he gets healthy. Bauer, who did a couple AP games. So, yeah, we got a nice mix, and we're looking forward to it.
You know, when you come in, you're a former high school coach, and you've coached a lot of hockey. You come into a setting like this where you're playing teams you never see before, and it's the start of the year, so going back and looking at last year's film doesn't necessarily tell you a lot. How do you prepare your team for these games?
Just focus on the fundamental things. That's what they're talking about in between periods. Now we see a couple of their face-offs in their forecheck, and then you make a little adjustments. But really what it's come down to is we got to stop on pucks in our own end. We're looping a little bit too much. So you really just talk about fundamentals and focus on dealing with our game, especially the nerves. Even, you can even see it in some veterans, but they're settling in. But, no matter what, they're getting excited about the start of the year. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of scouts, all the colleges. So they just need to settle in and play a good period and win a hockey game.
Looking at some of the veterans who are back this year, they're guys you're familiar with, again, is with your scouting duties. Talk about a kid like Andrew Kangas, who's got 2 tonight, or Taylor Lance, who's got 1, who were role players last year for the team, but are now in your second year, you're expected to step up, and those 2 guys at least have so far.
Yeah, and that's exactly what junior hockey is about, is that second year specifically taking that step. And we feel both of those guys will, especially Taylor as a first line, second line center. And Andrew is just, how do you describe him? He doesn't go away. He's kind of pesty, He just keeps playing, and and he gets rewarded for that.
And then another player that we're seeing for the first time today is the new number 12, Kyle Elisiak. He's a player I understand you've been after for a bit, and you finally got him in Toro Red.
Yeah, just a player that we started a relationship with. Saw him a couple of years ago, and then tracked him, and then his name came up with through some USHL connections, and so I connected with him in the spring. He does a advisor camp in Minneapolis, so we connected. So yeah, we're excited to have him, and obviously for him just basically no practices, so to jump in, he made a really big play on that with Strom on that power play goal, and he'll kind of learn about what this league's about. This will be a nice 4 days for him because he's got 2 years of junior, but it's a different style of junior where he was playing, and he'll learn real quick what he'll need to do here, and he definitely has the skill set and the mind to do that. He just has to adjust to it.
Last thing before I let you go, you mentioned this is a 4-day event. How much does fatigue this early in the year come into play, and how do you manage that as a coach?
Yeah, and I'm sure they talked about that too, because I saw that in the first period. I just saw a couple long shifts, and you really don't want to get into that routine. So keep them short and explosive, and everybody has extra guys here, and we were dressed in the 70 too. So there's little ways that you can manage that, and obviously we'll see a couple 2-3 different players in the lineup tomorrow night too. or tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah, you just keep them fresh and kind of rotate them there with the 4 and 4, and plus you're evaluating your team at the same time.
All right, well, I'll let you go watch the third period. Thanks for coming up.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Again, that's Toros Assistant General Manager Chris Lonke. We'll keep it here as we're running out of time on the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. Recap the scoring for you. Shots on goal were updated 17-16 in period number 2. That brings the game totals to 35-31. Toros coaching staff will be thrilled with the 31 shots for, but they will not be happy about the 35 against. Recap the scoring for you. 33 seconds in, it was John Jaworski from Louis Baudon. That made it 1-0 Northeast. Alex Cohn from Brendan White and Ryan Bogan at 9:48 pushed it to 2-0 Northeast, but then Taylor Lance answered at 12:11 of the first from Parker Larson. Andrew Kangas at 16:29 drew the Toros even with his first of the evening. Gellerman and Henbrandt with their first points and assists as Toros on that one. Then Matthew Rudigliano from Louis Boudon again at 16:47 made it 3-2 Generals after one. Just 22 seconds into the second, it was Kangas from Olisiak and Strom. That made it 3-3, but Bogan from Brendan White and Alex Cohn at 8:42 restored the Generals' lead at 4-3. And then Matthew Rigliano, his second of the game from Noel Parker at 12:51, pushed it to 5-3 and ended Nick Grabko's night. Grabko credited with 15 saves on 20 shots. Lincoln Earn, off of a nice feed from Taylor Lance at 17:06, pulled the Toros back within one, which is where we stand now heading into the third period. I've mentioned it already on the broadcast, worth mentioning again. The Toros, the best team in the league last year when trailing after 2 periods, 9 comeback wins in the regular season. That was the league best. Hopefully, they still have some of that magic in it. We'll find out if they're still the Miracle Minotauros after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
Hi, Toros fans. I'm Colby Enns. When the Toros get on the bus, the first stop is always at Applebee's. Whether it's Jamestown, Fargo, or Grand Forks, the Toros always get a good meal. The boys like Applebee's so much we eat at the Minot location, too. Thanks to Applebee's, when we're on the road, the only thing we're hungry for is a win.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Whoa, what was that?
That's the sound of someone getting one of America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Hey, there's mine.
Tired of waiting for your tax refund? Let the professionals at Liberty Tax help you discover America's fastest refunds. Find us at libertytax.com or call 866-871-1040 today to find a location near you. That's 866-871-1040. Liberty Tax Service, where we put the fun
and the speed
back into doing your taxes. America's fastest refunds from Liberty Tax.
Stop here first for all of your fall needs and save big at Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch thrift stores. Get everything for fall, including decorations and Halloween costumes. Shop now for the best selection. You can also find the best deals on home goods, books, accessories, and furniture. Local stores, local mission. Located at 1206 South Broadway Street in Minot.
Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch. Drop, shop, and save.
Captain's Cove Seafood Restaurant invites you in for your favorite seafood as well as steak, chicken, and lots of great burgers and sandwiches. The Cove has fish and chips, crab, shrimp, and all-you-can-eat meals. Captain's Cove, where fishing is made easy. 1735 South Broadway in Minot.
Welcome back inside the Schwann Super Rink here in Blaine, Minnesota. We're on sheet number 1. It's the Coon Rapids Arena. They call it sheet 1 of 8 here at the National Sports Center. A very cool facility if you've never been. Very cool facility if you have been. I suppose its coolness is not related to whether or not you've attended. The Toros trail the Generals 5-4 as we get ready to start period number 3. on day one of the NAHL Showcase, an event that if you have not attended, if you are a big NAHL fan, I suggest you make the trip out at least once. It is a lot of fun, a lot of hockey you can watch pretty much all day. Generals control off the draw and try to dump it in on the near side. Far side, touched ahead for Skoog up the middle. Skoog thought about it, tried to pull the trigger. Gellerman, follow-up try. It's poked off his stick as well. This is Strom. Flips it in. It catches someone on the Generals bench. And we'll have a whistle. 1935. Well, there's a goal 33 seconds into the first and 22 seconds into the second. The boys could not keep it up and score 11 seconds into the third. Chipped ahead, and this one will go for a Minot's Finest Collision Center icing. Are they going to keep the draw in the Toro zone now as that bounced off the end wall to Garrity? He had no choice but to play it as it hit him. And they will say it was an icing. So they bring the draw all the way back down. Draws again. Brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. Parker back on it for the Generals. Guides around to the far side. Kept by McGinnis. McGinnis chips around the wall to himself. Has trouble, and now it's poked the wrong way. Skinner retreats on it for the Toros. Plays ahead for Lance, who tries to chop it out of midair. Instead, he'll have to play it back. Far side, McGinnis. McGinnis comes across for Lance. Lance touches that into the zone, so no icing. Thrown along the near wall. Skinner keeps it. Carries all the way down to the hash marks. Looks to center. Save made. Skinner in deep. Skinner bumped off the puck, and it's played back towards the point. Carried out. Rodigliano looks to center. Garrity swipes at it. It gets past him into the corner. McGinnis comes out of the mess with it. Tries to carry ahead. He gets spun off the puck. And now Kangas bumped down as well. Puck comes across. Banked ahead. Brady Gaudette can't stop it. Skinner gets a piece. Coette pins a man, and they'll dig along the end wall. Like animals into the arc, they battle 2-by-2. And eventually it squirts free for the Generals. Gaudette plays down into the corner. Good hit by Coette. But Gaudette able to regain his feet. Now he leaves back for Bogan. Long shot, gloved and held by Garrity. Pushing and shoving in front as Kangas didn't like that late tip that got Garrity in the glove. And now we've got Coette and a bear hug with Gaudette, who then took the stick right out of Coette's hands and threw it. Both of them will be sentenced to hockey jail for 2 minutes each. They'll have to wait for a whistle to be paroled. The draw will be to the left of Garrity, who took over for Grabko after the Generals' 5th goal of the evening. 5-4 our score, 17:59 left to go here in period number 3. Toros looking for a comeback. Kangas on the draw against Kaczynski. Kangas wins it back. Larson guides it in behind Kimball. Kimball chips it to himself and starts the breakout on the near side. Kangas able to bull his way out of the zone, gains the red line and the blue. Kangas continuing to bull his way down the wall. Now he hits the brakes, plays it back to the point, and Kimball thought about it, looks across for Larson. Larson just chips it deep into the corner for Elisiak. Elisiak has it taken off his stick, and the Gens go 3-on-2 the other way. Delay, now a shot, it's in. Nagel just beats Garrity high to the glove side. And now leads 6-4. Draw will be in neutral. Henbrandt ties a man up. Lance finds it. Lance has Strom, but a good stick by White denies that feed. Lance can't drag it through. And now it's Higgins. Higgins gets away from Henbrandt and starts up the near side. Lance can't take it away from him. Earn does, but he missed Lance with the pass. And back on it is Cam Gaudette. Cam Gaudette behind his own cage. 17 minutes left to go here in the third, and the Toros now have to find 2. We've been going 4-on-4, so I was incorrect. I thought the matching minors would be 2 and a whistle, but instead it's been 4-on-4. Far side, banked out to neutral ice. Lance tries to go back ahead. Lance just caught a stick to the teeth. Toros wanted a penalty, and they're not getting it. Pass in for Henbrandt was off the mark. Taken away by Lund, and he couldn't quite control. Rigliano gets it and goes back the other way. Higgins mishandles, and now Reisanen finds it. Reisanen, shot save made, no rebound given by Fesden. 16-11 left to go in the third, and the Toros need a pair. And Jamie Hyatt wins the first Make Ken Laugh contest of the year with an angry Chewbacca gif. Whistle off the draw. 9 seconds left in the 4-on-4 play. 16:08 left to go here in the third, and the Toros trail 6-4. Reisanen trying to free it up in behind. Lund pokes at it on the near wall, but it's ahead. Skinner takes it away, throws it in the middle. He misses Green, and it's ahead. Boudon in behind the defense. Boudon fell down. Good defense by Skinner, who then gets rocked on the far side. Pass across for Lund. He didn't catch it cleanly. Now we'll have to fight for it, but it's ahead instead. Boudon into the zone, puts it behind Jaworski, looks for the trailer, broken up. Lund looking to turn with it. Gets help from Reisanen, ahead for Green. Green into the zone. Ryan Green looks to center. Jam play. Shot. It's in. I believe it will be Lund who got it. This one not exactly a defensive struggle. 11 goals. Close to 70 shots already. There's a shot that goes up and over. Played in behind. Centering feed. This one's covered Hungry Hippo style by Garrity. With 907 seconds left to go in regulation, and the Toros trailing by 1 once again.
Parker Larson. And number 27, Ryan Green.
Larson and Green with the helpers. D-to-D for the Generals. Near side, Bogan plays ahead. Flipped into the zone. Lincoln Earn is back on it. Earn spins off pressure and looks to come back out the way he came. He finds Lance. Lance quickly for Belial. Back to Lance, who touches for Lund. Lund rings it around deep. Lance tried to touch it back to the front, but it's picked off and played ahead to the far side. We're going to go end to end again. Strom pokes it deep. Earn looking after it. Plays the body, but the puck is free. Back to the point and Bogan. Bogan down the wall. Mishandled there. Strom steps in, tries to take it away. Instead, it's Earn behind his own net. Plays to the far side and Belial. Belial using his body to protect. Wins a battle and gains the line into the middle for Lund. It was off the mark, but Lance is there in support. Lance can't settle it down, and the Toros will regroup in neutral ice. Cross for Coet. Coet gains the line. He has no help, so he'll just ring it. In behind, Nagel. He's got what would be the game winner right now, unless there's more scoring. And the way things have gone, there's going to be more scoring. Far side, this is Bogan. Bogan Dumps it in. That one wide of the cage. It'll check up in behind. Couette is tied up there. Big hit along the near side. Cost make that. McGinnis may have gotten away with one. He gives it up to Kangas. Kangas has two. Carries into the zone. Drops for Henbrandt. Henbrandt rips. Blocker save. Rebound to the far side. Olesiak for Kangas. Tries to go back to Henbrandt out front, but that was off the mark. And the Generals go the other way. Far side. Quick shot. That goes wide. Rebound. That one's put wide as well. McGinnis at the side of the net. Wins a battle to get it to Kangas. A little pushing and shoving behind the play, and it's in behind for Henbrandt. Henbrandt's in on side, and he put it up and over. I believe that Fesden got just a small piece with the stick. Diedrich Henbrandt was in alone and could have drawn the Toros even. But Fesden, with the paddle, puts it up into the mesh. Jens control off the draw. Fired ahead. Skinner steps in. Turi dangles right through, looks to play it back. That pass was off the mark. Reisenen finds it. His pass hits a skate and comes back to him. He'll touch back to Kimball. Kimball moves it to the relative safety of Skinner. Skinner quickly pressured. Plays it back in behind the net. Kimball keeps it moving for Reisenen. Reisenen goes tack to tape. Comes across for Gellerman. Gellerman can't find the handle cleanly, and Skinner will have to dig for it there. He'll play it back to Kimball. Kimball looks ahead, finds Reisenen. Reisenen flips into the near corner. Gellerman gives chase, but it's spun across to the far side. Turi will gather there. Turi carries out of his own zone. He's leaned on by Scoob. Puck taken away. Reisenen gives Gellerman. Gellerman over the line. Feeds one in. Bouncing puck. May have been tipped by Reisenen. Either way, he finds it again. Ern tries a shot. That skips wide. Far side. Larson down the wall. Looks to leave for Scoob. Scoob pushed as he chased the puck. That sent him sprawling to the ice. And the Generals go the other way. 3-on-2. Dropped back for Giuliano. Shot that goes wide. Rebound finds Scoob. Scoob speeds up the ice on the far side. He's all alone, so he hammers one just up and over the crossbar. And the rebound starts the rush the other way. Boudon looks to carry in. He falls down, finds a trailer shot. It's in. Jaworski kicks the extra point. $12 goals scored in this one with 12 minutes still to play. The Toros once again need to find two. This one's dumped in. Fesden hops on his stick. Ness finds it. Green can't come out from behind. Now he puts one off the outside of the cage. Ness for Koss. Koss backdoor for Green, and he missed it. This one thrown ahead, and it's into the General bench. Draw will be in neutral. Lance, Lund, Belial, Couet, and McGinnis. Delay here as the General's net is off. The net is replaced, and we can once again play hockey. Lance to take the draw, but instead it's won back by Cone. Belial pokes it free. Lance hacks at it. They work it deep. Lund plays the body. Belial in deep. Spins it down low for Lund. Lund leaves for Lance in behind. Lance squeezing through a check. Leaves it in behind again, but over there is Cam Gaudette. He'll try the far side, taking back Lund. Fans on it. And it's chipped into the General's bench. It will be an offensive zone draw for the Toros with 11:16 left to go here in period number 3. I've seen a handful of Toro alum. Toro's always a Minnesota-heavy team. I've seen Nolan Sawchuk's dad. I've seen Austin Dollimer. A few other familiar faces in the crowd as well. This one dumped down. Couette Guides it around to the far side. McGinnis looking for Alisiak. He catches that pass in the breadbasket. And eventually he's able to settle it down after it pinballs around a bit. This is McGinnis. McGinnis trying to skate out of trouble. Instead, he'll leave it in behind for Coet. Coet mishandles. Alisiak is there. Alisiak will look to turn up ice. Comes ahead to the near side, and Henbrandt gains the line, cuts in. Henbrandt, shot save made, and Alisiak was too wide. If that puck finds him, he buries it. Instead, it goes the wrong way. Larson back on it. Larson starts up ice. This is Kimball. Thanks ahead. Carried up by Kangas. Generals take it away at their own blue line. Turi comes across for Bogan. Looks across again to the far side. Into the zone. Shot by Nagel. And the Toros net is off. 9:58 to go here in period number 3. And the Toros trail 7-5. Draw will be to the in front of the Toros bench. This is Earn. Drops it back for Strom. Strom comes to the near side and Gellerman. Gellerman looking into the middle, missed Skoog. Reisinen finds it, banks in behind for Skoog. Skoog carries along the far wall. Now he looks to work a cycle. Reisinen tries to go to Gellerman. It hits him in the skates. Second try gets there. He plays back to the point. Strom flips through traffic. Tip. Save made. Toros can't find the rebound, and the Generals do. Ahead. Good hit by Strom and Earn on Boudon. Send him to the ice. Earn pays the price in the corner to make a play. His pass up ice is off the mark. It's touched back into the zone. The Generals need a change. 9:20 left to go here in period number 3. Far side, pass ahead. Gellerman. Gellerman gains the line. Looks to carry in. Tries a shot. It's blocked off. Far side. Follow-up try. Save made. Rebound carried around to the near side. Skinner plays it at the blue line but can't hold the zone. Gellerman digs it out. Looks to carry in. He gets hauled down. No call coming. But the Toros could have used a power play there or anything, trailing by 2. Toros 1 for 1 on the man advantage this evening. Koss dangles in. Koss, backhand try, save made, puck loose, and the net kicked free by Fesden. That will be an offensive zone draw for the Toros. 8:36 left to go here in period number 3. Ness and Cohn on the draw. Cohn wins it back into the corner. Green chases it down. Ryan Green gets help from Ness. Ness looks up top. Coet. Make that McGinnis. Shot blocked out front. Hacked back towards the cage. That doesn't get through as well. McGinnis keeps it. Plays off to the far side. Green looking for a tip. Doesn't get it. Ness banks back to the near point, and Skinner. Skinner's shot blocked by Koss into the corner. Far corner, Cohn and Ness come together. It's thrown out to neutral ice. Coet is there. He is coming on a change. He misses Skinner with the pass, and now White's in. White looking to dangle in. Coet cleans up the mess he created. Banked off to the far side, Skinner. Skinner comes ahead to Green on the near side. Green gains the line, delays, throws one on net, save made, rebound, follow-up try, won't go for Skinner as he put it right into the goaltender's pad, and now it banks up into the bench. A great chance off the rush for Skinner on the rebound from Green, but it doesn't go, and the Toros still trail by a pair. Draw back in neutral. Jens control. Ahead for Brady Gaudette. He'll chip it into the near side corner. Coet and Kimball go after it. Lance hauled down again. This time Belial comes ahead for Lund. It was out of his reach, and the Toros will have to retreat. Banked out to neutral ice. Gens have a guy in deep. Good read by Belial. He steps up and takes that away. Unfortunately, he's working 1-on-3, and that goes as well as you'd expect. 7:09 left to go here in period number 3, and the puck comes across. Brady Gaudette into the zone. He lost the handle. It's touched ahead. Lance will just bank that out to neutral ice. Rowland finds it and dumps it in. Garrity out of his net, misses that. Far side, Belial has to hurry. And then Lance digs it out. Lance gains the red line and dumps it deep so the Toros can change. 6:45 left to go here in period number 3. Carried into the zone. Higgins right around Earn. Larson steps in, thrown to the front, taken away by Kangas. 3-on-2 if the Toros hurry. It's ahead for Henbrandt. Henbrandt drops for Kangas. Kangas drives the net, tries to stuff it. It's loose in front. They dig, and the net comes free. Every time Fesden scrambles, his legs seem to find the goalposts. .6:22 left to play here in the third. Toros never found that puck, so it doesn't deny them a goal there. But the Toros don't get the opportunity to try and capitalize on the chaos. And now the Generals are being allowed to change, so that's ruled an incidental knockoff. Even they thought it was going to be ruled intentional as they didn't try to change. Dumped in by Rodigliano. Back on it. Bumped down is Skinner. He wins the battle anyways, and then flips to the near side in Henbrandt. Henbrandt, toss across, finds Elisiak. Elisiak into the zone, tries to spin it to Strom, but it's taken away, and now Boudon. Up ice, Boudon for Rodigliano. Shot, hit the crossbar. I thought that was a clean goal. Toros catch a break. Skoog, his shot's blocked. It comes back to the side of the net, and Fesden covers. I'm pretty sure that was a good goal. The Generals bench wants it. They just asked the goaltender. And of course the Toros goaltender said no. I've never seen that before. The referee just asked the goaltender if the puck went in behind him. Of course he's saying no. So the Toros catch a break. Can they make it count? Generals clear off the draw, and McInnes will retreat and retrieve. 336 seconds as the Toros start up ice. Skoog, shot, that one's blocked. Up and out of play. 5.5 to go in regulation. I still can't believe they asked Garrity if that went in or not. I've never seen that. Rysonen hacks the draw on net for a quick cover by Fesden. Good idea. As the Toros need to find a pair. Draw to the right of Fesden. Skoog and Cohn. One back by the Toros. McInnes flips one wide of the cage. Coet carries down low. Leaves for Rysonen. It ends up in behind the net. Cohen flips to the near side. Poked at, and now the Toros will have to retreat and retrieve. Touched ahead. They dig along the near wall. White up ice, broken up by McInnes, but found by Cohn. Far side, it's dumped in. This is Coet. Coet rolls it into the zone. Far side. Koss. Near side, Gaudette. Brady Gaudette flips up ice on the near side. Back on it is Larson. Kimball gets help from Koss, and the Toros will start up ice with 4:21 to go. Ness in behind. Ness battles there. They continue to dig. Larson in front, and he fans on the one-timer. He was all alone at the hash marks. The feed was there, the finish was not. Back in front, that hops on Koss, and the Toros will have to retreat and retrieve. Bank to the near side, Green. Banked ahead. Kimball flips it down into the corner. Higgins leaves for Bogan. Bogan ahead to the near side. Played back. Higgins back to Bogan. Hammered around to the near side. Brady Gaudette banks ahead. Lance looks across. That one's flipped down into the corner. Lund trying to find it. Turnaround try. Side of the net doesn't go. 3:09 remaining in regulation. The Toros need to find two. Dumped into the far side. This is Lincoln Earn. Lincoln Earn carries up ice. Lincoln Earn stepped into and lost the handle. Boudon finds it, chops to the far side. Lund touches for Belisle. His pass misses Lance. Banked ahead. Lund gives chase. Nagel plays to the near side. Flicked Jaworski, couldn't find it. McGinnis does. 2:25 as the Toros need to gain the offensive zone and get Garrity to the bench. This is Lund. He can't gain the line. Garrity had started up. Now he'll just go ahead and risk it. Shipped ahead for Alisiak, couldn't find it. Loose puck, Kangas couldn't either. Now it's flipped towards the open net. Couette knocks it out in midair. Good stick by him. McGinnis banks back. Couette. Pass ahead. Finds Kangas. Kangas gains the line. Gets help from Reisanen. Reisanen rolls it deep for Henbrandt. Henbrandt flips to Alisiak. Alisiak throws in front. Didn't get the tip from Reisanen. Kimball flicks it down into the corner. Kangas trying to come out of the corner with it. Looks up top to Kimball. Quick shot. That hits a couple of legs and caroms into the near corner. Reisanen back to Kangas on the half wall. Trying to work it back down the corner. Instead, they dig along the wall. 1:26 left to go. They continue to dig. Kimball pokes it down low, and it's taken and thrown up ice. No icing, so Larson has to play. Minute 13 to the far side. Loose puck. Thrown in front. It hits a leg and caroms in behind. Alisiak. Up ice on the near side. Rolland finds it. Blocked out front by Kimball. Toros cleared out to neutral, but it's dumped right back in. This is Larson. Carried ahead by Kimball. Lance takes over. Long pass ahead for Reisanen is off the mark. He's able to hunt it down. Then turns it over. Shot at the empty net. Blocked by Earn. 35 seconds left to go in regulation. Earn starts up ice. Booted by Reisanen, and the Gens take over. They flip out to neutral. Just 20 seconds left. Reisanen plays to the near side. Lance can't gain the line, and Earn will find it, but with just 10 seconds left, the Toros are going to fall. It's ahead for Lund, who can't hold on cleanly. Reisanen backhand try, gloved and held. And that'll do it. Horn sounds. And the Toros fall 7-5. We'll take a break and recap it all before we go. You're listening to the Minotauros Network.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up.
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love Firehouse Subs. Take their meatball sub, for example. It's loaded wall-to-wall with Italian meatballs and a zesty marinara with melted provolone on a toasted roll. And when I say take their meatball sub, I mean it. Grab a medium meatball sub combo to go right now, just $6. But don't forget, the reason Firehouse Subs is driven to make the best subs anywhere is simple. The more subs you enjoy, the more they're able to help save lives because a portion of every purchase goes towards first responders in our communities.
The Firehouse Sub Meatball Sub Combo. Medium meatball sub, your choice of chips and a 22-ounce drink. Get it hot and ready in our to-go box, now just $6 for a limited time only. Order online now at firehousesubs.com. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit firehousesubs.com.
I guess I don't have to tell you that I've been unsatisfied with your performance lately. You're showing your age. I think I even see a bald spot. It's time for Tires Plus.
Tires Plus has the prescription to satisfy all your vehicle needs, from tires to repair. Stop settling for average performance. Trust your locally owned Tires Plus. Some common side effects may occur, such as family safety, feelings of happiness, strange smiles that last all day, free courtesy rides, and raccoon hands. Actually, that's not real. I was just checking to see if you're listening. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
The Job Connection brought to you by Classic Hits 1390 KRRZ.
Coulter Energy is hiring day supervisors, night operators, and field assistants. Must be able to pass a drug and alcohol test along with a physical. Must be able to work away from home in extended hours. Coulter Energy offers competitive wages, including drive time wage and non-taxable per diem, and benefits. Send resume to jobs at coulterenergy.ca or online at coulterenergy.com. Coulter Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
For info about this job and others, head to ClassicHits1390.com.
Welcome back inside the Swan Super Ring. The Toros season starts much like the last one ended. A disappointing loss in Blaine, Minnesota. Last year it was in the national title game. Tonight, just day one of the season. Certainly not time to hit the panic button just yet. Final shots on goal. Well, they haven't updated the third period. It still says just 2-1. That's the 3 goals that were scored that period. Defense was optional, and most guys took the option. Scoring just 33 seconds in, John Jaworski from Louis Bidon made it 1-0 in favor of Northeast. Alex Cohn from White and Bogan made it 2-0 Northeast at 9:48. Taylor Lance from Parker Larson at 12:11 of the first got the Toros' first goal of the season and cut the lead to 2-1. At 16:29, Kangas got his first of the night from Gellerman and Henbrandt. That had it even at 2-2. Matthew Ridigliano from Boudon at 16:47 made it 3-2 Gens after 1. Kangas got his second of the evening from Alisiak and Strom at 22 seconds of the second to tie the game at 3. But Bogan from White and Cohen and then Ridigliano from Parker made it 5-3 Generals and ended Nick Grabko's night. Lincoln Earn got one at 17:06 of the third from Lance and Belisle. That cut it to 5-4 heading into the third. But Nagel from Kaczynski at 2:31 pushed the lead back to 2. Keenan Lund from Larson and Green at 4:35 brought the Toros back within 1. But then at the 8-minute mark, John Jaworski from Boudon kicked the extra point for the Generals and closed out the scoring, a 7-5 victory. Shots now updated, even 45 aside for the game total. 14-10, the Toros outshoot the Generals in the third as they try to come back. But they couldn't get number 6 or 7 past David Fesden. Right now, they've put all 7 on Grabko. He was at 15 of 20 when he was pulled. So it should be, of the remaining 37 shots, again, 17 were against Garrity. He stopped 15 of them. That will do it for the Farmers Union Insurance postgame show. Not a lot of time to lick their wounds. The Toros back in action tomorrow at 1 p.m. against the Jamestown Rebels, who won today. They beat the Chippewa Steel 3-2. So that will do it for us. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Pre-game show at 12:45 tomorrow for a 1 o'clock puck drop. Thanks for listening, whether you tuned in on hockeytv.com, AM 1390 in Minot, or the Listen Live tab on MinotaurosHockey.com. We appreciate you listening. We'll try to do better tomorrow. Have a good night.
This has been a presentation of Minotauros Hockey. Visit MinotaurosHockey.com to stay up to date on all things Toros. This broadcast was brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Gooseneck Implement, Mattress Firm, Liberty Tax, and Coulter Energy. Minotauros Hockey, join the charge.